everybody. Thank you so much for tuning into Carol's Daily Sauce. If I look a little bit pasty, here's the reason why. To the left of me, we have where my husband has put up kind of like a longer curtain to block out the looky-loos, because we have looky-loos. Remember I told you guys it's got a school over there. And the curtains, if you look in the back of me, are like this all the way around. So we got some looky-loos. So I do have a ring light. I don't know how well the ring light is working. I also have a light fixture above. But you guys, I wanted to come to you guys today and to talk to you guys about I call him a star. Some may call him a TV personality. Whatever you call him, just don't call him a bad person. I am talking about the most wonderful host, Alex Trebek. I just found out today in reading an article, he and I shared the same birthday. So that means this July the 22nd actually, Mr. Trebek is what I choose to call him, actually made 79 years old. With him making 79 years old, you probably see why I don't want to call him Alex. I'd rather call him Mr. Trebek. He's actually older than my father. When my father passed away, and I just come from a pretty good upbringing where I know how to be polite. So he's been the host of Jeopardy, the game show Jeopardy, since 1994. That is well over. Oh gosh, I'm reading this and I'm like, oh, what? That is well over 30 years ago, y'all, 30 years ago. But sadly, since March of 2019, Mr. Trebek's life has not been very, very, very good. It's actually been a pretty rough year for him. In March of 2019, this year, Mr. Trebek was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. In May of 2019, it actually went into remission. And Mr. Trebek underwent a number of chemotherapy rounds. And he was said to be in good health. That was May. He had his diagnosis was in March of 2019. He underwent a round of chemo, and then in May, it went into remission, and he was said to be in good health. Unfortunately, the cancer has since returned. It came back, not only returned, but it returned back 50% higher than its original diagnosis. In a recent interview that Mr. Trebek had with an interviewer, he said, "I've lived a long life. I've lived a full life, and I am nearing the end of my life, and I know that. I'm not going to delude myself. If it happens." He is 79 years old, as I said earlier. His current contract with the Jeopardy show does run until 2022. But Mr. Trebek said he may have to step away sooner than that. He now wears a wig as a result of losing his hair to chemotherapy treatments. After each and every treatment, his eyesight is compromised. It's affected greatly. He has joint pain, and he tends to get sores in his mouth, which cause problems for him when he is trying to enunciate words. And I need you guys to understand this. I'm not saying this, I'm not reporting this. Looked at Mr. Trebek as being a wonderful person. And so if you haven't heard it, I just wanted to share it. He did say after the chemotherapy treatments that he feels weakness in his body, but says that he is able to suck it up every time for the show. But that he does realize that there will come a time when the fans nor the producers will be able to tell him it's okay. Mr. Trebek will be ready when it's his time to go. He says that he has not given up, but he will be ready when it's time to go. But he will fight until the very end. He is actually right now back on chemo, but he stated that they cannot do chemo forever. He says he will continue to fight for his life. He'll continue to keep pressing and going forward. Remember, which was just last month, Jeopardy aired its 80th episode. So let's just talk about Mr. Trebek, okay? Oh my gosh, I have so many memories of him. My mother is a bona fide nerd, as I am, y'all. I hate when I have my cup. I need something to drink. A bona fide nerd like my mom, so we would all come in. I mean, you could be watching Good Times, y'all. You could be watching Good Times, and she had a nerve to tell you, turn the TV, my Jeopardy show is on. You know, so it became something that we were always used to saying. It became something. We knew what time it was. When my mother came out of the kitchen, my mother came out of the room, I don't care what you were watching, you were turning that TV because she wanted to put on Jeopardy. It was so annoying. As my younger brother got older, he's very intelligent. And so he and my mother used to watch it all the time. They still today, my brother actually lives in Washington and my mother lives in Georgia, but still today when they get together around the holidays, they always watch this TV show. And I didn't have a problem with Alex Trebek. I actually thought he was very handsome back in the day, and he's still a nice looking man. I had no idea that that was even a wig on his head. That's a good lace front. But I just want to say that I just have always enjoyed who he was on that show. I've always, okay, why is my hair separating right there? Whatever. I've always enjoyed him on the show. I've always enjoyed his knowledge. You know, so I enjoyed this show. I just didn't like when I was in the midst of a show, my mother would kick us out and tell us, go in the den, you know, stuff like that. So it's just a sad, you know, the reality is that we all will leave this earth sooner rather than later. And I know that, and I realize that. It's just that I wish we didn't have to the C word. I hate to say it. I hate the fact that I fall under that zodiac sign. Not that I even really go by zodiac signs anyway, but it's just so sad. It's really sad that somebody who's been in our lives and a part of our lives for many years is that sick. But to know that he continues to press every single day, press and push. Every single day that they do filming says none other than the strength that he has as a man, and it just speaks very highly for him at 79 years old, in his illness, to still have that type of work ethic. All right, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in to Carol's Daily Sauce. Please Like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell to be reminded of all of the videos that I upload. I will talk to all of you real soon. God bless you. Bye-bye.